I must have intentional spiritual discipline for me to experience God's supreme prominence. Write it on the comment section if you are a believer. If you are a believer, if you're full of Christ, right? I must possess intentional spiritual discipline for me to experience God's supreme prominence 2026. Listen carefully. When we talk about intentional spiritual discipline, what are we talking about? Majority of Christians can never and will never experience God's supreme prominence because they cannot intentionally spiritually discipline themselves. They can never spiritually discipline themselves. Therefore, they will never enjoy God's supreme prominence because they can't discipline themselves. This year, if you want to experience God's supreme prominence, you must intentionally spiritually discipline yourself. I'm talking to you. You must intentionally spiritually discipline you want to see God's power in your life, God's power in your destiny, God's power in your day-to-day activity. You must intentionally spiritually discipline yourself. Look at Galatians chapter 2. Come on, Galatians 2. Are you been blessed? Are you been blessed? Galatians 2, verse number 20. Then they put on the screen Galatians 2, verse 20. Hear what the word of God says. Oh, thank you. Galatians chapter number 2, verse 20. He says, Paul is the one speaking here. He says, I have been crucified with Christ. It is no longer I who live, but Christ lives in me. And the life which I now live in the flesh, I live by faith in the Son of God who loved me and gave himself for me. Listen, Galatians chapter 2 verse 20 tells you, if you and myself will gonna experience God's supreme prominence this year, we must intentionally spiritually discipline ourselves. And Galatians 2:20 says, I have been crucified with Christ. Listen, you have to crucify the flesh this year. You have to crucify your cravings this year. You have to crucify things that takes away the presence of God. You have to crucify some things in your life. Paul said, I have been crucified with Christ. It is no longer I who live, but Christ lives in me. Listen carefully. This year, if you will crucify the flesh, this year, if you crucify the lust of the eyes, the lust of the eyes, the lust of the flesh, and the pride of life. Kadilosha. This year, believers, if you will crucify the lust of your eyes, the lust of the flesh, and the pride of life, you gonna experience God's supreme prominence because you have intentionally, spiritually disciplined yourself. You have crucified your passion. You have crucified the lust which is taking away your prayer. You have crucified the flesh which is taking away the presence of God now. So what is intentional spiritual discipline? That's the question.